most obvious question here for so many Americans tonight. How likely is it that Trump is physically? Hey, you guys. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. So we are just talking about here, as you guys can see, Trump is found guilty on 34 charges. I have not. I have not followed this case, so I have no idea what all the charges are, but I will do my research and do my due diligence as to find out why he was, of course, in court, in federal court, and also what the counts were. It's 34 of them, but he has been found guilty on all 34 charges. So let's watch and let's see what's going on. This dynamic of the Secret Service. Remember, this is somebody who is entitled to and who gets Secret Service protection by dint of being formally in the White House here, Gotti. And so that is a dynamic that's at play here. One legal expert has suggested there are other options. If there were to be some kind of confinement, there are other options that the judge could do, like, for example, home confinement, etc. Again, that does seem outside the realm of likelihood here, but just want to give you a sense of what's on the table. Always love that, Hallie Jackson realism. Hallie, Donald Trump notably saying that the real verdict is going to be on November 5th by the people. Can you give us an overview of what kind of bearing you see this having on the election? Yeah, it's a great question, Gotti, and I think it is one that at this point, at least, as we sit here on May 30th, is unanswerable, at least for now. Now, there are some signals that we've gotten from polling previously that suggest that, 2/3 to 3/4 of Americans, when polled over the course of the last month, say that whatever happens here, whatever the guilty or not guilty situation was, it isn't going to change their vote. They're going to vote the same way regardless. That said, when you look at the numbers, about 10% to 23% of independent voters have suggested that a conviction would make them less likely to vote for former President Trump. We know that about 60% of independents believe that the charges brought in this hush money case are serious. Why does that matter? 10%, that's not a big number. 20%, not a huge number here. But this is a very close election, and it is independent voters who are going to be critical in determining who ends up in the White House come November. All that said, it is different to poll a hypothetical than it is to poll a reality. Right now that this reality is in front of voters, what will they say moving forward at this point? The reaction from both candidates will matter. And there's something interesting that has happened here too, Gotti. A rare moment of agreement between Donald Trump and Joe Biden here, because both of them say... Okay, so you guys, what I'm seeing on here on the headline is saying that Trump is guilty of all 34 charges for hush money. So I know that I've seen something where, I forget the girl's name, but the one that he was supposedly messing with, that he paid her hush money, and I guess he was denying it, I believe. But like I said, I have not followed everything, but that's what they're talking about now is the hush money trial, basically. And he's guilty on all 34 charges. So I'm not sure what all 34 charges entail. However, I'm going to look it up for you guys. And I would definitely come back either live or do a video or shorts on what the charges were, because I have no idea. I didn't follow. I don't follow politics like that, you guys. But I did see this, and he was guilty, and that was shocking to me. Not saying that, like I said, I didn't follow it, but the fact that it's a president and he's found guilty on 34 charges, I would have thought that he would have been maybe not guilty on 1 or 2, but he's guilty on all 34 charges. Of a second criminal offense by unlawful means, essentially, and that is election interference. That is the case that the prosecution laid out, that it was essentially to try to interfere in the 2016 election. 2016, he tried to interfere with the election. NDA, right? Like a non-disclosure agreement. That is not against the law. The piece of this against that is this jury has decided is against the law that he's been convicted on is essentially making those payments as almost like a campaign contribution to help him on the campaign without actually reporting it. So that's what this really all comes down to here. All right, and Hallie, feel free to reel me in here. So you guys, let me turn this down just a little bit. What was going on? I'm a busy man. I had no idea, and it seems like this conviction is like, yeah, you did. You knew what was going on, and it was and you lied, and you were responsible for what happened. Well, the issue of intent is central to this, right? Did he have the intent to try to conceal a crime here? And so the jury has found, by finding him guilty on all 34 counts, and there was a question, maybe it would be a mixed verdict, that they would acquit him on some counts, find him guilty on the others. See, that's what I said, you guys. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I thought that he would. Hey, welcome to my channel. So we're reporting on Trump and his 34 guilty counts. So I thought, like this news broadcaster said, that being that it was 34 counts, I would have thought Trump would have got at least one or two not guilty, but he got all 34 guilty. So I don't follow politics like that, but I do know that it's a president and he got 34 guilty charges on him. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. I know it's something with the hush money, something with the election, but I don't know. I'm just reporting this because I'm, like I said, I'm kind of shocked that he got 34 straight guilty on the verdict. But we got to check it out and see what's going on. Let's watch.
Everything that Michael Cohen said to you is backed up by documents, by receipts, by other evidence as well.
34 guilty. Y'all
the
see that?
We're looking at 4 days before the Republican
Y'all
convention.
see that?
Is
34.
such a clash of court and campaign calendars. Does this further galvanize the GOP behind Trump, or is there a possibility that we could see any breakup or any schisms form?
We have seen none so far, right? I mean, we have seen, in fact, the opposite, Gotti, which is the Republican Party moving very quickly to back up former President Trump as it relates to his claims that this was in his words, or in his view, I should say, I'm paraphrasing, a sham trial, that this was rigged, etc.
Hey, welcome to my channel. Welcome. If you guys will follow me and subscribe, like and follow and share. Like, share, and follow, you guys. Like, share, and follow. We're just talking about the Trump trial, the guilty verdict, 34 guilty counts.
To potentially be the former president's running mate here. I will say this, as you talk about the calendar. So just to tell you, real talk, buddy. Judge says July 11th. We see this in our notes coming in from our team in the court, but sentencing is July 11th. Immediately, I pulled up my Google Calendar and I said, that is 4 days before the Republican convention is supposed to start, because mid-July is a critical moment. That is when the current presumptive Republican nominee, who has now been convicted of these felonies, will be
Welcome to my channel. We're just talking about Trump and the guilty,
and the other collision course
34 guilty counts. So we're just paying attention to what she's saying.
Suggested he will not pick a running mate until closer to the convention, until maybe in early July. You look back to 2016, he selected Mike Pence as his running mate, or at least formally announced it, just 3 days before the start of that year's convention. So might you have this moment where the former president is naming a running mate, getting sentenced for felonies, and then going and showing up to be nominated for the Republican presidential nomination? That is entirely in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I think you just replaced.
See, let me turn this down some, because I do have a question about that, you guys. I'm not sure, like I said, I don't do politics and everything like that. But I do wonder if, because they are saying that he can still run for presidency. I'm not sure about that. I don't know, because like I said, I don't follow politics. The only reason why I'm going live and reporting this is because it's Trump and he was president and he got guilty on all 34 counts. All 34 he is guilty on. I thought, like I said, it would be 1 or 2 that he may not have been guilty on, that they would have found him, but I haven't been following the trial, so I don't know everything that it entails. I just know that all 34 counts are guilty. But I wonder if it is possible and legal for him to still, run as a president. If you guys know, let me know in the comment box, because I have no idea. I'm just going live and watching it and letting you guys watch it with me as I learn too, because I just tuned in. So I wanted to go live to show you guys exactly what is going on. So just continue to watch and listen, you guys.
But certainly, to me, look, at some point we have to accept this is justice. The DA's office put on a very compelling case, and the closing arguments were stellar in the way that they connected all the dots. And so the jury's spoken. I mean, I think we need to accept that just because it was a swift verdict does not make it any less of a verdict, or illegal verdict in any way.
Angela, Trump brought up video.
Hey, welcome, you guys. Welcome. If you guys would like and subscribe. We are just live with the Trump guilty. As you guys can see, he's kept guilty on 34 counts. I don't know anything about the trial. I'm just tuning in right now, and I wanted to go live so you guys can, watch it with me. And I'm just questioning if he's able to run as president still, because they're saying that he's gonna be on the ballot and, still do his, Republican candidate stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out, how is that legal? Is that possible? I don't know, you guys. If you guys know, drop me a comment in the comment box, and we'll kind of collaborate and talk about it and see if it's possible. I don't know, but I'm staying tuned because I just came in and this is what was on the TV. So I just wanted to go live and share this with you guys.
What really went into this decision until we hear jurors speak, and in this case, it seems unlikely many will come forward just given the whole context of this case. But I think it's impossible to say, Gotti.
Now, Misty, what is sentencing going to look like in this case? Is this something that
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know too, you guys. I know that they're going to sentence him, but are they going to sentence him to prison, house arrest? I wonder what his sentence is going to be. I'm not sure. Like, I'm clueless to all of this, but I just want to know because he was president. It is Trump. I wonder how they're going to sentence him. I don't know. I don't know.
The judge definitely has a lot of discretion when it comes to
Oh,
sentencing. But
he's going to be sentenced on July 11th, you guys. On July 11th is when he will be
whatever he's
sentenced.
going to do as far as a sentence. What happens in a sentencing is that in the interim, Trump is going to meet with the probation department in New York. They're going to generate a report. There's going to be certain issues.
Okay, so we do know probation, they said, probation.
Whether or not it's a first-time offender. They'll make a recommendation. The defense will say, we think he should have a lighter sentence because of this. And then the prosecution will also make a recommendation. That is what's going to go into the judge's determination. The fact that there were personal attacks, while that's, not maybe the best thing to do with the person that holds your fate in their hands, it really shouldn't move the needle as far as which way the judge goes.
Okay, so probation is what she was talking about. They'll write up a report, and he'll be in the hands of the probation, is what I'm understanding.
Jurors vowed to make a decision based
But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box if you guys know anything about this. For those who've been following, because like I said, I don't really follow politics like that. I just came live so you guys can see, the 34 counts. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but that all of them were guilty. All 34 were guilty, which, like I said, I was thinking that there would be one or two that is not guilty, but all 34 is guilty. So I'm wondering how they're gonna sentence him, if he's gonna go to prison, house arrest, or what, I don't know. And if he's gonna be able to, go and run for president. So what they're saying is he's gonna try to go on the ballot and run for Republican president, as the Republican president candidate. So I don't know, you guys. Let's just stay tuned. We're watching.
Big chance, power to him. He took a big chance at this case, and this could have, initially I thought it's so complex, it's not gonna get anywhere. But again, I think that the job that the DA's office did, and also the benefit that came with having two attorneys on this jury was tremendous. And one thing to Misty's point, I too agree that this would be a probation case if it was you and I being sentenced. But this is not about him just bad-mouthing the judge. This is about him violating and being held in contempt 10 times. So if it was us, we'd be in jail already.
Oh, he was held in contempt for 10 times? So I wonder what happened.
I believe that there's still part of me believes that Judge Merchan may have reserved that, remand.
I wonder. Welcome. If you will, like and share, like and follow, subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber, so if you guys will like, share, subscribe, we're just here listening.
And there are specific instructions to leave the jurors alone, if you will. But if we start to see Trump attack the jurors on Truth Social or in some of his statements, what can happen then?
So I think, as Sarah just said, I think that would be very relevant in possibly giving him an actual jail sentence. If you look at the numbers of this level of Class E felony, the vast
Hey, you guys, welcome. You guys will like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber. I just wanted to share this, so we're just watching. I just had questions. If anybody knows what happened in the trial, you guys can leave me a comment and we can chit chat about it and see, do you guys think that he's gonna go to prison? Do y'all think he's gonna be on probation, house arrest? I mean, what are y'all thoughts on this? Because I don't know. I have no idea, not a clue. But I also wanted to know, is he gonna be able to do, you know, to run for presidency, as he's charged with all these 34 counts? I thought that was not possible, but I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. But if you guys know, let me know. Let's chit chat about it. But y'all continue to watch.
And Missy, there's so much backseat, I guess, defense lawyering going on today, but do you think that the defense made a mistake in kind of putting all their eggs in the Michael Cohen liar basket?
The reason that they did that was for the purpose of what we saw
Hey,
in the jury
you guys will like, I'm a new
instructions.
YouTuber, like my live, like the live up, you guys.
Really spent a lot of time
And welcome,
trying to
welcome,
undermine Michael
welcome.
Cohen's credibility in the hopes that the jurors would actually dismiss his testimony in total. Clearly, the jurors did not do that. They have the option of accepting all of the
So on July 11th, he will be sentenced according to, I'm watching, this is NBC. So yeah, July 11th, so lock it in on y'all's calendars for those who are interested in the trial.
Very specific legal issues that really lost focus because of all of these sideshows. And I think the defense focused on that really distracted and ultimately.
Hi, welcome. If you guys will like and share, subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow. Trying to grow.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for joining us, and Angela, thank you. I hope you guys stick around.
Welcome. If you guys would like up the live, like, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it.
President Biden arrived earlier today. Ali, what's the White House saying about the verdict?
So I see we got 2 people in the building, you guys. Welcome. I'm just watching the trial. I just got home. This was on. I wanted to go live and share with you guys because I want to see what's going on. I have not watched the trial. I'm just watching it right now. I don't know what's going on. I just do know that it was with the hush money case, and then also with hiding, with the voting in 2016, something about the voting. So you guys stay tuned.
It would be a completely chaotic White House if Trump were to win a second term in office. They said in a statement just minutes after this verdict was read that, quote, no one is above the law. They said that the only way to keep former President Trump out of the Oval Office is at the ballot box. And they also recognized that former President Trump would be the GOP nominee, of course, with this sentencing of his coming just 4 days before the GOP.
Welcome. I see we got one person in the building. I am, of course, here watching the Trump trial, the verdict actually. So if you will like and share and subscribe, come back. I'm growing. I'm a new YouTuber.
Well aware of the fact that the Trump campaign is already fundraising off of this.
Welcome. We got one person in the building. Welcome.
Reaction from President.
If you guys will like and share and subscribe to my channel, as I am a new YouTuber. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. If you guys will like and share, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the lounge. We are just watching the Trump verdict. He was guilty on 34 charges. I don't know nothing about it. I have not watched it. I don't have a clue what's going on. I just know that he was guilty on all 34 charges. And I was trying to see if he was going to be guilty on at least, not guilty on 1 or 2 charges, but he's guilty on all 34 counts. I don't know what the counts entail, but I didn't ever watch it. I love like court cases, like Law and Crime Channel. I love court cases, but I didn't watch this one. I didn't know what was going on. I was really not interested in watching the Trump trial. But other trials I do. I really love to watch other trials. But it's Trump, so I didn't really too much care for it. But my thing is the 34 counts, all guilty. So that was something that I was like, wow, 34 counts, all guilty. I need to dive in and see what all 34 counts were. Yeah, so because I know they keep on saying he's going to run for presidency. So yeah, we're just checking this out, you guys. So just continue to watch and enjoy.
2020 election, they are largely being quiet about this. That is expected to change up on the campaign side because we do expect the president at some point to address this verdict. It's still unclear whether that's going to be in a formal speech, in a statement, whether he simply answers a reporter's question about it. But we are told from sources familiar with these plans that when he does, the president will ask Americans to honor this verdict from these jurors, to honor the independence of the Justice Department.
Welcome. We got one person in the building. If you guys would like and share and subscribe to my channel, I'm a new YouTuber. If you guys will, yeah, like, share, and subscribe.
To really paint this picture, this contrast between President Biden and former President Trump, this character contrast, trying to paint the former president as chaotic and talk about what he has.
Welcome, like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the lounge. We are just watching the trial.
Iowa in Delaware for us tonight. Thank you so much, Ellie. And turning now to NBC's Dasha Burns, who has been at the courthouse all week. And in fact, Dasha, I was watching earlier, as that was read, as the verdict came back, I saw you and your crew just basically sprint straight into the crowd to start getting reaction. So I want to ask, what was the vibe and what is the vibe there in New York right now?
Yeah,
Wow, he said he's an innocent man.
Serious moment here. You can really feel the entire area just kind of wrapped up in the history-making moment that this really was. So we ran into the crowd. There's
Welcome to my channel. If you guys would like and share, I'm a new YouTuber. Welcome to the lounge. If you guys stay with me, I would love for you to be a part of my growing family here on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come back. I'm posting videos, posting shorts. I'm gonna be doing live, so you guys come join me. Come join me.
We all learned not only that there was a verdict, but what the verdict actually was. A huge eruption of sounds, of boos and of cheers. And when we went into that crowd, we really got a mix of response. I want you to take a listen to some of what we heard.
We're watching the legal system work the way it's supposed to work in a democracy.
If the evidence pointed to him and they was found that he was guilty, sure, he's guilty.
I'm not surprised at all. I really did think there was going to be a guilty verdict, but I see this as he's going to win an appeal, and they're not going to stop him from being able to win the presidency again.
Gotti, there were MAGA hats and flags. There were also guys dressed up in an orange prison jumpsuit with a Trump mask on. I mean, it was all kinds of folks that came out here to make their voices heard, and we were right there in the middle with them.
Yeah, really appreciate you getting that perspective. And to the former president's point here, arguably the most consequential verdict is going to come down November 5th. I do want to take a look at something, though, if we have it. Here's a poll where the majority of voters said that the verdict would have no bearing on their vote. More likely to vote for Trump if he's guilty, 15%, and then not guilty, 8%. This is among independent voters. How does this verdict change the 2024 campaign?
It's a really important question, Gotti, and this is interesting, as I've been talking to voters of all stripes, right? You've got some that feel like this has solidified their support for the former president even more. You saw just today his website crash, those small dollar donors coming to support him. We've seen this every time that he has had either an indictment drop or some development in his legal troubles where people do rally around him. In large part, that's one of the reasons he won the primary with such an overwhelming victory. On the other hand, you've got these other voters that are not happy with either of their choices, that are concerned about the election in November. And we've talked to people who say, look, I'm not paying a ton of attention to the trial. I don't think that it should be happening. But if you are found guilty, I might have to think twice about casting a ballot for the former president. So the question really is,
are there more of those people that are gonna get engaged in the process, rally to support Trump and turn out when maybe they wouldn't have otherwise, right? Or are there gonna be more of those people, those independent voters, and in states where, you know, these margins might be really tight, that say, you know what, I just can't put my vote next to someone who has been voted by a jury here in New York, who has been found guilty of these crimes, Scotty.
When it comes to those independent voters, I mean, how does the Biden campaign, capitalize on what's happened when the Biden White House is going to be kind of firewalling themselves or keeping themselves at a distance from the state courts and what may have happened in New York? It seems like it's a very mixed signal to send to people that may be still trying to decide.
Yeah, got it. It's been a real strategy of the Biden team to stay away from all of this legal stuff for the vast majority of this trial and for the other indictments that he's facing as well. But we saw a change in that this week. You saw some surrogates for the Biden campaign, Robert De Niro, for example, actually come out here outside of the courtroom and try to set up a contrast. And we know, based on our reporting from our colleagues at the White House, that the Biden team is prepared to kind of turn up the heat now that this trial is over, that Biden will likely be referring to Trump as not the former president, but as a felon, as a convict, to start to really...
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to the lounge. We're just watching the Trump, this is breaking news for today. So if y'all will, we have 4 people in the building. If you guys would like, share, follow me, subscribe, and I will be bringing you lives. I have content, I'm a new content creator here on YouTube. So I want you guys to grow with me and go on my journey of my YouTube life. So if you guys will like, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Welcome to the lounge.
The former president's son, or TikToks for that matter. I know Eric Trump a little bit earlier posted tonight, May 30th, 2024 might be remembered as the day Donald J. Trump won the 2024 presidential election.
And you guys, I'm hearing what I'm hearing. I haven't watched the trial. I was really not interested in it. My thing was that all 34 counts are guilty, and not even like 1 or 2 like not guilty, but all 34 are guilty. But my thing is he gonna be able to run for presidency? You guys let me know, y'all. If you guys can drop a comment in the comment box, let me know. I don't know. And I love watching Law and Crime, like court. Like I love court hearings, court cases, and things of that nature. But I didn't follow the Trump case at all. I'm just watching it because it's, like I said, 34 counts guilty. But if you guys will like, share, subscribe, and follow me, I'm a new YouTuber. My channel is The Lounge. So here we just talk about anything that's going on. I love to create content. I'm new at it. But I want everybody that is here to join me to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on my journey. We talk about everything on here. So the biggest thing right now is the P. Diddy situation. So I'm going to be talking about a lot about P. Diddy and just other probably court cases. Like I said, I love court cases, but we're here to talk about everything and anything. But like, share, subscribe, and join me on my YouTube journey, you guys.
Joining us now is Hogan Gidley, former National Press Secretary for the 2020 Trump campaign and former Deputy Press Secretary for the Trump administration. Hogan, thank you so much. Gotta ask, what do you think is going through the former president's mind in it?
Well, I think he was pretty open and transparent with the American people when he spoke right after the verdict. I mean, rarely, if ever, does Donald Trump say something publicly that he doesn't say.
Welcome. We got one person in the building. Welcome. Welcome to the lounge. You guys will like, share, subscribe.
The real verdict is on November 5th. It's coming. He said this is far from over. Obviously, hinting at the fight we have ahead of us for the November election, but also for the fact that the appeal will most likely overturn this ridiculous outcome that most people, most legal experts say just doesn't pass any muster, which is odd for a lot of reasons, because most judges don't want their rulings overturned, but it seems like we're headed for that in short order. One thing, though, I thought was interesting was he did point to the venue, Manhattan. We know a lot of people in Manhattan just don't like Donald Trump, and I've done some work with
Hi,
him.
welcome to the lounge. If you guys will like and share and subscribe.
When I was in the White House, and he pointed the venue.
We're
being
just
a
watching
problem
the
in all
Trump,
these cases because they're in areas that
guilty
typically have a lot of
on
residents who
34
don't
counts.
like Donald Trump and aren't Republicans, and so I think that's just a culmination today of kind of the predictions we all thought would happen, which was a conviction for the former president.
Oh, I do want to ask, what kind of effect do you think today's
Hey,
verdict
we
is
got
gonna
one person
have
in the
on
building.
independent voters,
Welcome,
especially
welcome.
if
If you guys
this is a
will
pretty
like
race
and
we
follow
see this
and
conviction
share
being
my
used to
live,
attack
I
someone
am
like
new
Biden
to
as
YouTube,
well as our
and
country.
I wanted to
Sure. Look,
want you guys to
I don't
join
think we
me. I
know
want you to
its
join
entirety,
my
but let me
YouTube
give you some
family.
kind of
So if you guys
benchmarks.
will,
This just happened, so it's kind
we're
of
just
brand new.
right now
But
watching the
leading up to
Trump
this point, 67%
situation
of Americans
unfold.
believe
34
these
guilty
attacks on Donald Trump
counts.
through lawfare are
I have
politically
not
motivated.
watched the trial at all.
59% of
However,
Americans believe
I'm just
that Joe
checking out the
Biden
latest
is
news
part of it.
and
In addition,
wanting to know if
69% of
he's going to
independents
be
believe
able
these
to
attacks are
be
politically motivated. That tells
placed
me
on the
that
ballot
folks
and
out
if he's
there
going to be
are
able
looking at
to
the weaponization of the
be
federal
a
government,
president
not just
if he
against
is
Donald
voted
Trump,
for. I don't know,
but
you guys.
against
Let me
limited
know. I'm
everyday
just
lives as well. They're
curious
rejecting, whether it
to
be
that.
the judicial system,
Let me know.
the
Let me know.
FBI, whatever. So right off the bat, the American people are predisposed to believing that the government's going after Donald Trump. Now, I can speak anecdotally. I've received a lot of text messages from people who are not Trump supporters who say, wait a minute, this is a step too far. I don't like Trump, but you shouldn't try to kick your opponent off the ballot. You shouldn't try to jail your opponent like the Biden administration is trying to do. So I'm rejecting it. I'm going to vote for Trump. You talked about earlier in this segment how donors are crashing Donald Trump's website because they want to give massive amounts of money coming in. $1 million donor I know of just called and said, I'm giving over $1 million to the campaign. This is
Wow.
the way
Hey, welcome. If you guys will like and share,
initial.
welcome to
This
the lounge.
quote-unquote bombshell, the word the media likes to use, is something that'll settle over the next several days. We'll find out more about the jurors. We'll find out more about the process. Originally, this was kind of a Nancy Pelosi. You're in California. It's a Nancy Pelosi prosecution. We'll have to convict him to find out what's in it because they didn't find out what the real crime was until the closing arguments, of course. So a lot of people are going to look back at this, and you see these poll numbers begin to shift once you find out more information. Remember, in 2020, they thought Biden would be the one to fix the border or fix the economy or bring down the temperature and unite Americans. Now it's the exact opposite because they have more information, so voters trust Trump on all those issues. The same thing I think applies to this case. Right now, a flash poll may show one thing, but as we move closer and closer to November, closer and closer to the sentencing in July or whenever it is, we're going to start to really see where voters stand on this topic, and I guarantee you, both Biden is going to try to use this against Trump because what they wanted was to bleed him dry financially. They wanted to go after him to prevent him from going on the campaign trail. And of course, the cherry on top, to be able to call him a convicted felon. The right will use this and say, wait a minute. They're going after average Americans. They're going after the president. They're utilizing levers of power and influence in the federal government to do so. This is a threat to democracy. So it is going to be the battle lines here that really kind of separate where these voters fall in the next several weeks and months.
I think you're totally right about the battle lines. However, the stats you were throwing out at the beginning, I'm not familiar with them. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't have those numbers, can't verify the poll numbers that you were citing there. But you brought up kind of this idea of the weaponization or the possible weaponization of the justice system, which is something that we hear from Donald Trump time and time again, calling this a political witch hunt, talking about how the justice system has been weaponized. And there's also this term that's floating around a lot these days, especially on the right, which is this lawfare term. I want to ask you, if Donald Trump is elected and he feels so strongly about what he's saying about the justice system, what do you think he'll do to try to change what he calls injustice?
Well, from the federal government's level, I don't know what he can do. I can tell you only what he's actually said, which is he doesn't have time for retribution. He has to go out there and fix all of the failed policies of the Biden administration that have been kicking the teeth in for the American people for the last 4 years. That's what he says he's going to focus on. At the same time, what I would not be surprised of, though, is if Republican DAs, Republican AGs started going after Democrat office holders up to and including Joe Biden and maybe even his son at this point. Look, we've got a long way to go till November. Another trial is about to start too, and that's 10% for the big guy, Hunter Biden himself. And there's going to be a lot that comes out about Joe Biden in that instance too. So this is far from over. This is just kind of the beginning of the whole thing. And I was joking with some people in the green room earlier. We're all exhausted. It's May. We haven't even got through the summer yet, for heaven's sake. So
Wow.
we better just buckle
Hey,
up.
welcome to the lounge. I see we got one person in the building. Welcome. We're just watching the trial.
Yes.
Trump's 34 guilty count. If you guys would like, share, and subscribe to my channel, I am a new YouTuber. And I would love for you guys to join me on my journey. Learning about the Trump 34 counts. I have not watched any of the trial, but just trying to figure out, is he going to be able to run for president? Is he going to be able to be a president? I mean, if they sentence him to prison, I don't think he can be a president, you know, while he's in prison. But I don't know how they're gonna sentence him. But I thought if they're guilty, they can't run for presidency. But I'm not sure, you know, what the laws are and what everything entails. But if you guys do, drop me a line. Let me know. I don't know. But we're just learning of this and trying to see what's going on. But
typically hear when the jury has something to tell the court. That's what we've been hearing over the past day or so. The prosecution comes in, all of a sudden Donald Trump and his team come in, and the judge says, look, it's my intention here to let the jury go at 4:30. And 4:30 comes and goes, and we're about 5 or 6 minutes past that. He comes in, he says, well, we received a note from the jury at 4:20 saying they have reached a verdict, and they want about 30 minutes or so more to be able to go through the paperwork and go count by count and item by item. At that point, the mood in the court completely changed. You could even hear the air conditioning system in there over just a couple of keyboard strokes from the reporters that were in the courtroom. Obviously, the tension built. Prior to that, the former president and his defense attorney were talking as if the day was over. They were laughing with each other, covering their mouths so that the cameras that are viewed in the overflow courtroom weren't seen. And so the focus was just kind of the day is done. And immediately the gravity of the moment struck everybody in the courtroom, prosecution and defense. And you saw a real change at the defense table, understanding that this was really it. To your point, Savannah, I noticed the jurors, and I did not see all of them coming in because of just the way that the courtroom was set up, but I did not see any of them make any eye contact with Donald Trump prior to the verdict being read. I did not see them make any eye contact with the prosecution either. At that point, the judge asked the jury foreperson, have you reached a verdict without telling me? He said yes. He stood. They handed him a handheld mic, which allowed all of us to hear what he was going to say. And then one of the courtroom staff members went count by count, all those 34 counts, which as you all know by now, were all guilty. There was not a ton of reaction within the courtroom. We've been strongly admonished by the court security officers. They didn't want any sort of outbursts of any type. Once the jury was polled, which as you know is the moment where the judge or the court asks each individual juror if what the foreperson read was accurate. They said yes. And then at that point they were let out, and there did not appear to be any sort of significant eye contact there either. And there were some jurors that, of course, over the course of the trial, as you know, are more animated than others. Some take more notes than others. But even those that were a little bit more animated, I didn't detect any sort of kind of a telling of what the verdict would be prior to it being read. So obviously a kind of a quick turn of events, putting all of this in perspective. For years, going back to September 2019, when the Manhattan District Attorney's Office asked for Donald Trump's tax records, asked for his financial documents, the two Supreme Court battles that followed all throughout the pandemic, up until the point when they got those documents, at that point there, Savannah, this case kind of moved forward slowly.
yeah, there's a lot of people. Welcome to my channel. This is the lounge. I'm a new YouTuber. We're just watching the Trump 34 counts of guilty. But there's a lot of people in New York around the court, and they are people who are for and against the verdict, but they are reporting, and I believe the last I heard that Donald Trump was still in the courthouse I'm not sure what they're gonna do, if they're gonna put him up under arrest, take him to jail, put him on a monitor on him, house arrest or whatever. I have not a clue. But I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, just to know what's going on, not to do a deep dive, because I'm not really interested in like everything that this case entails, because I didn't watch this case. I didn't watch the Trump case, but I do love Court TV. I love Law and Crime. Nancy Grace, love Nancy Grace. I love her, love Nancy Grace. I love Nancy Grace. But I like to follow other court cases, but just not Trump court case. It was a lot going on. He had 34 counts of 34 charges, which he was guilty on as of today. This is breaking news for today. So I'm just kind of following along. Don't know much about it, like I said, but we'll see.
Tom Winter, thank you so much. Now, shortly after the verdict.
So, you guys, there it is in a nutshell as far as Trump is concerned. So we're just here. We are finding out, what's going on. However, that's pretty much it with the Trump trial as far as today is concerned. But like I said, if you guys will like, share, and subscribe. I am new to YouTube and I am growing my channel, so I would love for you guys to like, share, and subscribe, and just join my family as we grow here on YouTube. We talk about everything, anything. I love court cases. I love the like P. Diddy stuff, what's going on. I'm just trying to figure out everything more that is going on with P. Diddy, because there's so much going on with him. So much. So if you guys would like to join me, hey, like, share, subscribe whenever y'all see me live. Set you guys' your reminders or your alerts, so whenever I do go live, YouTube will hopefully kick it to you and you guys can join me as I go live. Like I said, I just got home and it was on TV and I was like, let me see what's going on. They got 34 counts of guilty, but I don't know what all the, like I said, 34 counts entails. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're just here and enjoying our new YouTube channel. I put up some videos, some shorts, and we just pretty much talk about anything and everything. But we got 3 people in the building. If you guys will like, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. So I'm gonna go live, or actually not live. Let me just stop this real quick, you guys. Hold on, just real quick. Let me just stop it. But now I want to talk about P. Diddy. And I don't know everything when it comes to P. Diddy, but there's like so much going on. And all this is alleged because he's innocent until proven guilty. But there's been like so much as far as like what's going on with him that it entails. I know right now with P. Diddy, there's a grand jury. A grand jury that is gonna presume, and from that, I guess moving forward, they will know what is going on, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna move. So I will be coming to you guys probably later on with another live as far as P. Diddy is concerned. But today, this is Trump and his 34 counts of guilty. But if you guys will like, share, and subscribe, thank you for coming in my live. Everybody who showed up, I'm a new YouTuber, so this is my channel, The Lounge. So we talk about any and everything. I love court cases. Most of the time, looking to do a lot of P. Diddy stuff. But like, share, subscribe. If you guys know anything about the Trump trial, leave a comment in the comment box. I would appreciate it. And see you next time. Bye.